And now let's bring you that conversation on the collapsed bridge at Alapere. We have Bernard Akede live there to give us an update. Good morning, Bernard.
Good morning. I hope you can hear me clearly.
I can hear you, Bernard. Just give us, a sense of what the atmosphere is like. What is the situation like right there where you are?
All right, I'll start from what I can see and see if I can show you. Now, this railing here, if you are familiar with Alapere bus stop, is part of what separates the bus stop from the pedestrians. You can see that it's damaged, and that's because this chunk of concrete that you'll see in a few seconds is a part of the bridge that came down this morning. Now, for those who are familiar with the Alapere, I'll show you what the rest of the bridge looks like in a few seconds. Apparently, we're able to speak to the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Transportation in Lagos State. His name is Mr. Oluwaseun Osiyemi, and he explained that as about midnight last night or in the early hours of this morning, a truck crashed into the bridge. And I asked him how it's possible that a truck would crash into the bridge. It's not the first time that trucks ply this route. And clearly, he said that it's a case of overlading of the truck. So clearly the truck was laden with certain things that went beyond the recommended or stipulated height, and because of that extra load on the truck crashed into the bridge. And what you will see now is the remaining part of the bridge, the wreckage of the bridge as at when the truck crashed into it. Already you can see work ongoing. Part of the road and that part of the bridge is being cordoned off to avoid any further incident or any further accident. I also spoke to the Honorable Commissioner and I asked what sanctions, if at all any, will be meted upon the person who has perpetrated this crime, because clearly carrying a truck that is overladen and goes beyond the required height is a crime. And he said that the driver has been apprehended and is in custody, and the truck, as we speak, has also been impounded.
But Bernard, what do you know about casualties? We hear none so far, but can you confirm that?
Yes, speaking to him, he said that there were no casualties so far. I'm still going to ask other people to be sure about the information, but according to him, there are no casualties, thankfully, so far.
Give us a sense of what traffic is like right there. Do we have a gridlock of traffic? What's traffic like right there?
Well, approaching the area earlier, there was a bit of traffic on the other side of the road. I don't know if you can see that very well. But on this side, coming to Alapere from the third mainland bridge, of course, traffic has built up because of the work that is ongoing. The work I'm talking about now is trying to cordon off traffic from 2 or 3 lanes to just 1 lane so that they would avoid, any other foreseen incident. As if we can move to give you a view of that, we had to get out of the road so that we do not impede traffic ourselves. So, as I mentioned earlier, you can see that there actually is traffic along this road here, and that's because of the work that's ongoing. Clearly, there has to be some kind of caution so that nobody falls victim of the accident that has already occurred. And you can also see here as well, still part of the wreckage of the bridge that the truck ran into. Thankfully, it happened late at night, so there was nobody on that bridge. If it had happened during the day, this bridge usually is a busy pedestrian bridge. God forbid it happened during the day. What we're talking about now will certainly have been different.
All right, Bernard, one more question for you before I let you go. What do you know about governments coming out to talk about this, or even enforcement agencies? What are they saying about this bridge collapse?
Yeah, well, I did mention earlier that the commissioner we spoke to said clearly this is a crime. That's overlading trucks beyond a certain height is a crime, and because of that, the driver of this particular truck that we're talking about has been apprehended and is in custody. We hope to speak to him more concerning several incidences like these, well, not crashing into bridges, but incidences where trucks have been overladen with load, where trucks have crashed into the ground, have fallen along the road. Find out what exactly the law says and what the appropriate punishment is. We hope to get him on camera or even have a one-on-one with him to speak to him about this one. But concerning this particular incident, as mentioned earlier, the person or persons involved have been apprehended and the truck has been impounded.
All right, thank you so much for that live coverage. Bernard Akede, our correspondent, right there, giving us a blow-by-blow account of what's transpired. Bernard, stay safe.
Thank you. you for having me.